Most inspiring from rags to riches sports stories. Football, the most famous sport in the world, also happens to be the source of the most heartwarming stories of resilience of all time. European football in particular has the attention of the whole world as it is considered a goldmine thanks to its huge fan following. The other reason why European football is so famous is because of its diversity. Anyone that proves themselves to be the best can make it big in Europe, and as it has been proven again and again, the best footballers don't always come from the peaceful paved streets of London and Madrid. From Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who had to steal to survive, to Bebe, who nearly died in a refugee camp, here is a look at the inspiring rags to riches stories that have ever touched European football stadium carpets. From a garbage collector to a World Cup winner, N'Golo Kanté's rise to fame is one that will inspire the children of emigrant parents in France for centuries. Kanté was the son of Malian emigrants to France who could hardly afford to live. Kanté's father died while he was still little, leaving his poor mother as the sole parent of 4 children. Kanté had to help his mother to pay the bills, so he started collecting garbage before he was 8. During the 1998 World Cup, Kanté would go to the stadiums to collect the trash left behind by the fans. He later joined the football academy where his determination and skill astonished the coach. He helped his childhood academy start winning trophies, but he never bragged. His parents abandoned him at a young age, forcing him to move in with his uncle Segundo Tevez. Life at his uncle's wasn't any easy either, because it was all happening in the famous Fuerte Apache slums of Buenos Aires, where gun violence and drugs are the order of the day. The family was too poor to afford football boots for the boy, which partly caused the delay in joining the academy. He still managed to leave his past behind to become one of the highest paid footballers in the world at one point. Luka Modric was awarded the Golden Ball for being the best player in the 2018 World Cup in Moscow. The family couldn't even afford to feed the boy right, and he was too small for his age by the time the coach of a local football academy found him playing football in the hotel parking lot. There is no doubt about the fact that he is one of the greatest footballers of all time, with excellent records in all major leagues in Europe and abroad. He said if football hadn't worked for him, he would have ended up in prison. The parents couldn't afford electricity, so young Neymar had to study using candlelight. His father was a professional footballer too, but he was injured in an accident that damaged his hip, forcing him to retire. He had to work 3 jobs to keep the family alive, and at one point, just couldn't manage, and the family had to move in with Neymar's grandmother. Neymar said his parents were so poor they couldn't even afford ultrasound while he was growing up. One day when his mother couldn't afford to buy him a cookie, he told her not to worry and that she would make lots of money in football and buy her a whole cookie factory.